Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be discussing Spellcaster by Jaymin Eve. I did receive this as an arc from NetGalley and HTP, Harlequin Trade Publishing, of which I'm on their influencer team, but all that means is I am auto-approved for any book I apply for on NetGalley. I receive no financial compensation. Of course, I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the highlights, and there are no content warnings, and my rating for this book is 4.5, so what's it about? So this book is about Paisley, who has been accepted to Weatherstone College, the most prestigious witch college in the world where all of her exceptional family members attend. The issue is that while she has magic, it is so unpredictable she might as well not have any, unlike her family members who presented early on. But this is her family's legacy, and she's going to do everything she can to live up to it. But she runs into a problem in the form of Logan Kingston on her first day, whose family was once good friends with her family, but due to a tragedy, his father has now sworn a blood oath against hers. She is warned to stay away from him because he surely has plans to harm her. But as much as she tries to do so, he can't seem to stay away, following her, calling her his best friend, as well as constantly rescuing her from the monsters that are appearing on campus and seem to have it out for her. And as she spends more time with him, she starts to crave his attention and presence. But as she battles these feelings, she is also having to battle the dark energy that is stalking her, and with her unpredictable magic, she starts to think that a monster like Logan is just what she needs to battle the monsters that are coming for her. So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 4.5. I really enjoyed this book and the characters, and I was just flying through it that I probably could have finished it in one day if I had started earlier on. But as much as I enjoyed the characters and the story, I will say, if I'm honest, I do feel certain areas of the book were a little brushed over or rushed, and I do wish they had been expanded upon just to add more depth and more excitement to the story. But I still really enjoyed it, and this book ended on a cliffhanger that I didn't quite see coming, and I always enjoy when that happens, and I'm excited to continue the series. Now, if I'm going to continue my honesty, this book is being marketed as an enemies to lovers, and in my opinion, a lot of books fall under there that aren't quite enemies to lovers, and I would say that this book isn't enemies to lovers, nor is it rivals to lovers, and I would love to know everyone's thoughts of what falls in between there. Rather, her family is assuming Logan is her enemy because of his father's blood oath, and they're assuming Logan is going to hurt her. But throughout this book, at best, he teases her. He doesn't even bully her. Instead, what we get is the tension that you still get with enemies to lovers in this book. You don't know what his feelings are. I couldn't put my fingers on it if he's playing some type of long game and it does plan to harm her down the line, or if he has some other type of feelings that he's not coming out and saying. I couldn't quite figure it out, and that was just some delicious tension that I was just eating up. Now, with Paisley, our female main character, I definitely enjoyed her, and I really felt her frustration as it pertained to her magic and how unpredictable it was. I was just as frustrated as she was. I also really enjoyed the friendship she was building and the relationship she had with her siblings. They had an amazing relationship. I will also say, in this book, she gets rescued a lot, but she's effectively with no magic, so she is a human up against monsters. That was really the only outcome that could happen, but she is not sitting back and just taking it. She does try to come up with tools and methods to protect herself. Unfortunately, they are just ineffective. Overall, I really enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the characters, and I'm excited to continue the series. Now, this book will be available September 23rd. Definitely check it out, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.